Oof. What's going on, YouTube? It's TJ, and I'm back with another video. Back with another one. Back with another one. So my channel, it's maybe one person. Who knows if I'm that important? But I've been changing my profile, changing my profile pictures, stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out what direction I'm going to go with this channel. I do not want to dedicate my entire channel to Dante, Mr. London. Um, that's not what I want to do with this channel. I am a very spiritual person. Sometimes, man, on this channel, man, some things be channeling, bro, and some words come out that I don't like, and I reflect on those, and sometimes I curse and stuff like that, which I don't like. But I just try to keep it real, keep it authentic. But speaking of, so I want my channel to pretty much share ideas, thoughts, spiritual things as well. Where we moving towards as a nation, as a people, as a society, as so many layers of this where we are transitioning towards. I never really had a channel to dedicate my thoughts and my opinions on um you know things beyond the YouTube realm. you know um when I first started my channel, it was actually an art channel, display artwork, stuff like that. And then had some guys that wanted to make music, and it got towards that. And then yeah, then I transitioned to, I guess, reactionary content. But this is a reactionary video, but this is also like a thoughtful video. I want you guys to really understand where I'm coming from, and in these kind of videos and these kind of topics. This is probably where I'm going to transition my channel to. There's more things, more than Dante London, that I want to share opinions on, especially when it comes to the economy, especially when it comes to biblical things, because we are in biblical times. We are in times of a transhumanism. If you don't know anything about Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum, their agenda, um, blank, blank, 19, um, stuff like that. This is what's going on behind the scenes. They are gearing towards a new world order. They're gearing towards a new system. They're trying to digitalize the economy, digitalize society, digitalize biology, you yourself, the person. We are in a new age, according to them, and there's different ages, Bronze Age, Stone Age, Bronze Age, Gold Age, blah, 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 you know, and then you get to, the Atomic Age, Information Age, and now we are in the transhumanism age, according to them. So their whole plan and agenda, that's why you seen, like, when Donald Trump became president, he initiated during COVID. People didn't catch this. I did. He called it Operation Warp Speed. And what happened in Operation Warp Speed is, do you not realize how nothing has been the same since COVID? They have, and did you see the rise of AI since that? This is Operation Warp Speed. They are releasing all this technology to control you, to control us. Klaus Schwab said it best. Klaus Schwab, he stepped down. He was 88 years old when he stepped down. If you don't know about Donald Trump, look up how many times he says the number 88. It's a meaningful number to him. But Klaus Schwab stepped down. There's one quote that he said, and it's in his book that they wrote, called COVID-19, by the way, in their plans after COVID-19. He said, "You will own nothing, and you'll be happy." At first, I was like, whoa, how in the world are they going to get away with people not owning anything? Here you go, folks. 2025, here we go. Donald Trump considers major move in mortgage rates. He's trying to raise the mortgage rate to 50 years. You will not own that house. Can you imagine? you won't even be, most people won't even be alive. Because imagine, to even pay that off, you won't own it. It's going to keep going. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
So President Trump is trying something new to unlock the stalled housing market. Posting an image on Truth Social showing great American presidents, Franklin Roosevelt next to the 30-year mortgage and himself next to a 50-year mortgage. All right, so Caroline, I think a lot of this is aimed at younger people who cannot get in a home. They feel like mortgage rates are too high, housing prices are too high, therefore they can't afford the monthly payment. They need
If you're a young adult, you probably don't even have enough furniture to even fill a house. So an apartment would be just fine for you. Now, if you could get the apartment rates to go down, and the fact that they're matching housing markets, that's ridiculous. Like literally, I could get a house right now. I had a house, literally moved into an apartment just to, be closer to family and wife situation and, stuff like that. Man moves, sacrifices, I should say. But when I had my house, I was paying considerably less, than this market rate rent for this luxury apartment, 1 bedroom. It's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous if you ask me.
50-year mortgage. Technically, I think it would bring down your monthly payment, but is it appealing to that younger voter, that younger person who wants to get into a home?
Well, first thing I'll say is that a 50-year mortgage will dispense of the idea that eventually you will own your home. And for over a decade, you're going to be paying mostly interest on that home. So that's kind of an alarming statistic as well.
There you go. You're paying mostly interest in that loan. People don't understand how loans work. You're going to pay the interest up front. You can't even afford it. There's always been rules to, if you can afford something. They had those in housing markets to begin with. That's the reason why the housing markets do that with your income. You have to make, 3 times your income to be able to even afford, that rent. It's for a reason. It's so you don't go broke. It's so that you can't afford other things. If something goes wrong, car breaks down, doctor's appointment, something goes wrong, in life. You're telling me in 50 years, you're going to be still, at least 30, 40 of those years, you're just paying off the freaking interest on that house. That's crazy.
Well, but the instincts here from...
But are young voters doing the math like that, or are they just saying, I could finally afford to get into a home?
Well, so here's what I'll say.
Interest is going to be crazy. The principal is not see, that's how they get you. They get you by saying, hey, the principal is this, but they don't tell you about that interest. See, that's how they get you. 50 years of interest. That's crazy. Fuck. I'm sorry. Excuse me for my language. I'm sorry. That's just a lot of years to pay interest.
About Gen Z. For Trump to do this, his instincts are smart, given Mamdani's win among Gen Z voters in New York City. There is real generational pain among Gen Z. We feel like we've been priced out of the real estate market. You see all these memes on social media that are something to the effect of the baby boomers are celebrating the sale of the $3.2 million property, which they bought in 1969 for 3 raspberries or a...
Okay, I really don't want to watch this entire video. I just want to give you guys just a heads up of what's coming around and what we're geared towards. We're geared towards a society that is going to make you not own anything. They don't want you to own anything. They want to be able to track you, track what you have. There's no ownership of it. You can't pass it down. And if you do pass it, it's just like everything's tracked. Everything's tracked. You can't just give out of love. It's just everything has to be a transactional agreement with these guys. They want to track you. They want to know what you're doing 24/7. And we can't let them run our lives. This is TJ. I'm signing out. But I just want to say all this is foretold. I'm not telling anyone to be afraid or anything like that, but we should be very aware of the times that we're in. We are in some very biblical times, and we have to put on this shield and this armor. We have to be ready. And I'm not fully ready yet, but I have to be fully ready, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all that. You have to be locked down, financially, everything. But when it all hits the fan, forget finances. As long as you have your spiritual, your mental, and your physical right, you good. You are good. Because times is going to get hard soon, folks. It's going to get crazy. This is TJ signing out. Peace.